Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of The Witcher 3. I did a couple of things off screen, and let's just go over some of this stuff real quick. So first of all, I purchased a bunch of crafting diagrams, so that includes these runes. I just wanted to purchase them just in case I needed them in the future, and they were really cheap anyway. I purchased a bunch of these crossbow bolt diagrams, so as you can see here we have a bunch of them now. We got Frostbolt, which is definitely new. So this one does frost damage, and I think it's, let's see, there's a thing that says plus 100% chance to chill, so which means this can actually work alongside my Frozen Ard and Northern Wind and even like a Rime Oil to freeze enemies, which is really cool. When I find the time, I'll probably craft a couple of these just to check out how they work, although these status conditions that you can apply onto enemies, I don't think they work on like big targets or bosses for that matter. And on like smaller, easier enemies, we don't really need to use these gimmicks to kill them. So I don't really know the importance of these kind of like crossbow bolts. It's kind of like if you've played like JRPGs before. It's something like how you can apply like all kinds of different status conditions like sleep and stun and whatever, but they don't work on bosses, so they aren't really that useful. Something like that. So yeah, we got meteorite silver bolts, we got precision bolts, precision meteorite silver bolts, and a whole bunch of these. Yeah, they just kind of look pretty in here, I guess. I don't think they really have that much usefulness when it comes to actually fighting enemies. So that's that. I crafted a bunch of new mutagens. So if I call Roach right here, those arc mutagens at least. So let's see, it should be somewhere in his inventory here. Her inventory. Is it down here? Yeah, so like these Draconid, Archmutagen, Elemental ones, just in case I want to use them in the future, because I do know mutagen decoctions require these, so I don't know, maybe when I'm like just crafting things in the future, I'll make use of those. So because I crafted a bunch of mutagens, actually, we got some mutagen skill points. And let's just go ahead and assign some skill points onto our character right now, because we have built up quite a few. So we got a fast attack skill point, which we're going to use to max out that crippling strikes. There we go. And now we have a 60% chance to slow enemies' movement by up to slow their movements by up to 10%, 2% per attack. It's not that great, but hey, it's active all the time, so it's actually not terrible. And for strong attacks, we finally got this 11th skill point. Yeah, we're using fast attacks a lot more than strong attacks these days, because ever since I got the Iris weapon, I've been really careful with my strong attacks, because once it's charged up, you gotta be careful that you have Vigor, otherwise you take a lot of damage yourself. We're going to use this skill point onto Thundering Blows. This is going to give us 5 ignore poise, and parried hits have a 20% chance to break guards. Okay, well, that's something, I guess. And we got an Igni skill point as well, which we are going to put onto Melt Armor, because nothing else is really that fantastic. Speaking of Igni, once we get the cat set, which I actually the feline set rather, which I actually decide to craft and try out, I'm going to switch from Yrden glyphs to Igni glyphs. So we're going to be using Igni quite a lot after that. So I want to build this up a little bit. And right now we have 2 mutagen skill points. I only need 1 for my next mutation. I do need a Trial of the Grasses though as well. So whenever I get that, it's fine. But for now, we're going to apply a skill point onto Synergy. It gives us more power on our current mutagens, which is pretty cool. And that's basically it. Yeah. And off screen, I also purchased, or crafted rather, another greater Yrden glyph. So let me just access Roach's inventory, and we're gonna slot that into my shoes. All right, there we go. Now we're fully outfitted with 5, 6, 7 plus 5% Yrden glyph intensity glyphs. That's gonna be pretty nice. And on top of that, we have that Yrden intensity place of power. So yeah, our Yrden, if it wasn't already very powerful. It's definitely something that the enemies should be fearing. Alright, so we dealt with Dandelion Priscilla last time. Let's take a look at if Dandelion is back at his cabaret here. Oh no, he isn't. Okay, we're gonna have to go to, yeah, our quest markers just telling us to visit Dandelion. I think he's still back at the doctor's place, so let's just head over there. Finish up this quest. And I'm thinking for the rest of this episode, we're going to try to collect some pieces of the Feline School Witcher set, and because I think we're due for a change, maybe not immediately. I want to play with my Griffin set for a little bit longer, but for now we should at least get that basic Feline set so that we can begin crafting and upgrading, and if we need to, you know, gather some ingredients as well, then we can hold off on that and just craft it whenever we have the appropriate ingredients. So okay, oh, I'm looking at my toxicity here, right? So I was just glancing at my W3EE options off screen, and I can't believe it never occurred to me to look into this, but if you go into gameplay and toxicity here, there's a whole list of new options that the mod author added in. They are a little cryptic, some of them at least. I don't really know what they do, but for example, this tox degen is probably the rate at which your toxicity degenerates when you're not in combat, I'm guessing. So it's at 0.25. I'm going to play with these numbers for a bit because I do feel like it's taking a little too long for toxicity to degenerate. So we're going to move this from 0.25 to 1, just so that, you know, we can see what happens. If it's too fast, I don't think it would be, then we'll switch it back, but for now we're going to leave that at 1. I have no idea what this toxicity degen ACC is, like accuracy, I don't know. The threshold is probably I can only imagine it's the amount that it will go down to as a minimum level. I have absolutely no idea, so we're gonna set this to 0, and I honestly don't know. Let's move this up to 1 and see if that changes anything. Oh wow, that's all the way up. If it changes something significantly, I'll switch it back. And I don't know what this D-cell whatever that is. We have combat degeneration, which is at 0, which is fine, and toxicity doesn't go down during combat, which is okay. And the residual toxicity degeneration, we're going to set this also at 1, because I feel like that's the same thing as the other toxicity degeneration, but this is the one that takes a whole lot longer to go away. So setting this at 1, maybe the toxicity will go down a lot faster. And I don't know what this is, and I definitely don't know what this last one is, so let's leave those at that. And we might need to restart the game, but whatever, we'll see what happens the next time in the next episode.
Hero, give us a kiss.
So speaking of toxicity, like, we still haven't experienced fever yet, right? Which is really, really strange, because apparently the chance to have toxicity fever is pretty high during combat. And it never happened to us, and there's no option for it. Wait, let me just see. Maybe I just missed it. So in here, maybe it's like, I don't know, combat? I don't think he's going to be in combat. Yeah, if anything, it's just going to be back in this toxicity, but I wonder if that's what this is. This tox decal comb deg. I wonder if that's what the fever is, but because I don't know what it is, I don't want to mess with it. I mean, I don't really think having a chance to be massively debuffed during combat is something that I'm really looking forward to getting. So if we're never going to experience it, I mean, that's fine by me. That's just something we just never get to see, I suppose. Or maybe, and this is a very, very small chance, we've just been really, really lucky. I somehow highly doubt it, but I suppose there's a chance of that. Maybe. Okay, so I need to go see Priscilla, who is in this room. And there's Dandelion too.
Better, right?
Yes.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. For me and Priscilla.
Okay, well, I did my part, now it's your turn.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Broccolon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday. For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Calinetta. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion. On stage and off.
Okay, great. Anything else Joachim wants to say?
Yes, Geralt?
Oh yeah, I did find the murderer.
Found and killed the murderer. It was Hubert. You were right not to trust him. He was a higher vampire.
I thought nothing could surprise me in Novigrad. Seems I was wrong. Deeply wrong. Thank you, Geralt. Were it not for you, this would never have ceased.
Okay, and yeah, we did get your past from that guy too.
Hubert told me about your past. Even more vivid than I'd assumed.
I've not time for riddles, Geralt. Be straight or be gone.
Any truth to his claim that people died during the riots at the university? Died for your cause?
I was young and stupid. I thought a better future was worth any price. Even a human life or two. But those are past sins. Sins I've atoned for.
Fair enough. It doesn't mean that you should not be punished. Like, atoning is one thing, but punishment is something entirely different. Anyways, why is the university closed?
Why is the university in Oxenford closed?
Because it suits Radovid. You've not heard the story?
I actually have.
The rector wished to grant him an honorary doctorate. The faculty disagreed. Nonetheless, Radovid arrived for the ceremony, donned a gown, collected his diploma, and when it was over, imprisoned the deans and the entire academic senate so they wouldn't raise a stink. I've been at Vilmerius Hospital ever since. But perhaps it's for the best. I'm far more adept scalpel in hand than I ever was behind a lectern.
Well, I suppose that's one thing. That's one way to earn, quote unquote, a diploma that you don't deserve. Just demand it from the deans and then imprison them. That's good old Radovid right there.
Farewell.
Okay, let's see if I can talk to Priscilla a little bit.
Sorry, Geralt. My throat's still quite...
Say no more. Get well soon.
Yeah, I mean, she is the only victim of Hubert's who actually survived, so quite impressive and lucky.
Geralt?
Sorry, Geralt. My throat's
Alright,
still
and
quite...
Dandelion has nothing else to say.
More. Get well soon.
So let's get out of here. Alright. Oh, wow, look at that. Joachim already made it downstairs.
Yes, Geralt?
Wow.
Farewell.
Talk about supernatural powers. What about Dandelion? Is he still up there? I feel like opening the door caused some people to just teleport around. Yeah, Dandelion's gone. Alright. Which means we will be able to find him at his place, the Chameleon. And I think we will do just that. Let's give him a quick visit, shall we? Because I don't think we've ever actually talked to him properly since he opened his cabaret, so he should have something to say about his establishment.
Mutant.
Okay, when I have the chance though, I definitely should craft a couple of new boats. The frost boat's kind of interesting. Maybe it won't be like all that useful like I said, but it will still be fun to just use it on some enemies. If the Frozen Ard is guaranteed to chill, and the Frost Bolt is guaranteed to chill, that's like actually a really powerful way to freeze any enemy you want. I mean, I'm sure it won't work on some of the stronger enemies, but on something like a water hag, for example, who still causes me some problems once in a while, it would be quite effective.
Poor wretches who fled Velen.
Got a minute?
For you, my friend, always.
All right, let's chat. How'd you come to own a tavern?
Gotta tell me, how'd you wind up owning this establishment?
You'll never believe this. I inherited it from none other than Alonzo Wiley, Whoreson Sr. himself.
You're right, I don't believe it.
Alonzo ruled the local underworld with an iron fist, but deep down, he was a romantic, pure as they come. This place is one of the reasons his son's not my biggest fan. See, Cyprian Jr., that is, wanted to make this a brothel, but the Rosemary went to me, and I planned to turn it into the most elegant venue in town, a den of art and culture.
Sounds great. What about Priscilla?
How'd you and Priscilla meet?
It was at the court of Duke Hereward, the annual balladry contest. We faced off in the final.
Who won?
I don't remember.
I bet. Probably lost and you don't want to admit it.
Actually, she'd caught my eye, so I let her win. I was counting on getting a prize after the contest.
And? Did you?
That, my friend, is not your concern.
Whenever Geralt and Dandelion talk about their past, and especially when they're referring to like a different bard, like Priscilla, it always reminds me of this one bard they met during their adventure called S.C. Draven. Man, that story was so tragic. You should go read it if you haven't already. The short story is called oh god, what is it called? I think it's called a little something, a little Patience? No, it's not Patience. Something like that. I believe the story was in the book called The Last Wish, but it could also have been in no, it's definitely in The Last Wish. Yeah. Whatever. Okay, so this is something that we got a couple of episodes ago, and I would like to just have it taken off my hands.
Got a portrait of Hierarch Himmelford I'm willing to part with. Want it?
Yes, those halfling painters. This one of theirs? Wonderful. I put this up at the Rosemary in time. It'll make those temple guard inspections so much easier.
Alright, awesome. And Molly says hello.
Ran into Molly. She says hello.
Molly? Which Molly?
One you promised to show your butterfly collection to.
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
Butterfly collection? You of all people could stand to be a little more inventive.
Molly didn't need inventive. She needed attentive. Average, run-of-the-mill girl. But give her a smile. Notice her shoes. Let her chat about them a bit. And she'd turn into a wellspring of passion.
Okay, maybe that's a little more information than I needed.
See you, Dandelion.
Okay, so now that he's taken the portrait of the Hierarch off my hands, he hangs it up on above the door. Very nice. Okay, so there is this innkeep.
It's you, the White Wolf, the famous Geralt of Rivia, am I right?
You hear about me?
Hear about you? Why, I know all there is to know. I learned it from Dandelion himself, who's forever telling stories of you and your adventures together. Of your hunt for the dragon, and how you outfoxed the Sylvan midst the hemp, of the battle for the bridge, and how he saved you from bandits.
Like to hear that one sometime myself.
One never tires of Dandelion's tales and ballads. Why, all will be amazed when I tell them the wolf himself takes joy in listening to them. Now, tell me how I may be of service. Something to wet your tongue?
Uh-huh, yeah. He's definitely saved me from bandits plenty of times. And by plenty, I mean none. Have you worked here long?
You worked here long? Earlier, I mean.
Under old Mr. Wiley, you mean? Why, no. I answered a notice. What did it say? Help wanted to assist in the oversight of an exclusive establishment with refined diversions. Baccalaureate freshly gained, 10 years of tavern experience a plus, knowledge of the common tongue, elder tongue, and contemporary poetry required.
Wouldn't you have been better off staying at the academy, or?
I never passed the entrance exam. Neither do I know a lick of elder, though I can indeed play a ditty or three. Also, I've committed all Master Dandelion's works to memory.
Ah, I see.
I suppose that's a skill set on its own.
What do you have to drink that's good?
Okay, let's see what this guy's selling. Ooh, not too much, actually. Okay, well, let's leave it at that, and let's play some Gwent with him. Yeah, here we go.
A game of Gwent. How about it?
It's interesting how when you talk to this guy, you just immediately teleport outside. Don't know what that's all about, but there's also another merchant. There's like this alchemist or something out in one of those villages of Velen, where if you talk to him, he just teleports you to a completely different place. It's not too far away, obviously, but it's just funny. What do we have here? Let's look at this guy, and that's it. Can't imagine this deck, this guy's deck being too good, so we're just gonna start with some tempo. And plus, my hand is just godly. The Siri alone is probably just like, it's gonna get me the win. That card is way too good. Let's see. Go ahead and let's just play that. Doubles close combat. Oh wow, that does absolutely nothing. Wish I had a commander's horn though. Alright. He still wants to keep playing, huh? Okay, well, I can just beat his score with this. And, oh wow. Bringing on the hero cards. Okay, so I'm down by 9 points. I need 10. Yeah, screw the 10. Let's just play this. Gaunter. That's a lot of points. I don't even want to count how many that is. And he's definitely going to be passing at this point. Yep. That's a decoy. Pass. Oh yeah, look at that. Got my own decoy. Oh wow. That is... okay, it's not too bad. Oh, it musters and it bonds. Huh, very interesting. 15-point play. I should probably play the Siri while I still have the chance. Yeah, let's just do it. I don't think he's going to be beating me in this round. Maybe he will, but I'm just going to play out the rest of my hand. Okay, and... oh no! I didn't mean to decoy that one. Damn it. Oh well, I suppose it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I could have won in this round, but I'll just win with the carryover instead. There we go. Okay, thank you, sir.
Just a bit more.
Got a Griffin card. Alright, very nice. So I think for this episode, as I said earlier, we're going to collect some pieces of the cat set. So, we can find some of them just right up here in Temple Isle. So, actually, there's this alchemy dude all the way up there. I wonder what he has to sell. Look at that. I mean, we're staying within Novigrad, and we have to walk 500 feet, or maybe it's yards, I don't know. We have to walk 500. That's a very long distance. I mean, usually for this kind of distance, I just get onto Roach, but because Novigrad is so pretty, I think we can just, you know, walk through it. And maybe we'll find something along the way. Sure. Find some common bandits. Oh man, these guys.
That's enough of that.
No chance. Actually, I can probably just kill this guy using counterattacks alone. Let that mutation kick in. Ah, that was supposed to trigger a finisher, but he just died. Okay, crowns, butter, florins, weed, beer. It's a very appropriate set of items to loot from some thugs. Okay, so come up here. And now we're moving on to kind of like the richer part of Novigrad. Once we get into Temple Isle, though, I don't believe there's any actual residential places on the isle itself. It's just a place meant for worship, really. And I've said this before, but unfortunately, there really isn't that much to do on this really big piece of land. Part of the main quest happens here. We've already seen it. The part where kind of Ciri teleports away and Dandelion gets captured. But that part of the main quest, you can't even play on Temple Isle. It's just a cutscene that happens here. Otherwise, this entire section, there might be a merchant or two. We can find the feline set over here. Otherwise, it's just a really pretty place. You know, I mean, look at this. Oh, there is residence here. Oh, interesting. Alright, here we go. Elector's Square. And let's go ahead and talk to this alchemist. Maybe he has something interesting for us. Priest of Eternal Fire.
Do you wish the Eternal Fire's blessing upon you and your household? Come, true believer. May its light shine.
Watch it or you'll see the shine of my sword. And back off. That incense is making me nauseous.
You might have said so right away. Countersign and fish soup gives the deacon's auntie a headache. What do you need? Before you ask, I'm all out of hemorrhoid cream.
What are you talking about? Your incense that bad for the brain?
What do you mean? You gave the password, signaling you wished to buy some herbs.
Yeah, but not hemorrhoid cream. What's with the subterfuge,
You're
man?
about as much a priest of the Eternal Fire as I am a Vestal Virgin. What sort of conspiracy is this?
Conspiracy? Dah. Folks see conspiracies everywhere. I sell harmless things. Yet in turbulent times like these...
Think it's safer to don priest's robes? See, thing is, in this town, impersonating a priest is likely grounds for punishment. Cruel and unusual, I'd wager.
I impersonate no one. I am a priest. Though I am also an alchemist. Sadly, it's become difficult to reconcile the two. Will you report me? Or shall we make a deal?
Trying to bribe me? Save your coin. I'm not fond of priests. In fact, you'd have to pay me to talk to them.
Then I shall sell you my wares for less. Cast your eyes. See if there's aught you could use. Provided, of course, you do not seek hemorrhoid cream.
Okay, stop bringing that up. Let me see what you have.
Show me what you have in stock.
Okay, look at that. He's selling Greater Glyphs of Yurden and Ard. Oh, very cool. Although when the time comes, I can probably craft a whole bunch of these, so I'm not going to be buying those. A new book, The Cult of Freya, and he's got some diagrams here. Let's see what we have. Greater Zoria, Greater Velis. You know what? Let's just go ahead and buy all of these, just for the heck of it. I'm probably never going to use them, but hey. Yeah, whatever. Axie, alright. And he's got some Alcahests, which I will purchase. And he's definitely not selling his wares for less, by the way. 20 crowns per Alcahest is the standard price that everyone sells them at, so I don't know what this guy's on about. Give me a discount. Ha. And is there anything I don't want to craft with him? Probably not. I don't even know what these primary substances are used for, honestly. Quibberth is probably just a source of Quibberth that you can create. But you actually need other sources of Quibberth to even craft it, so not gonna bother with that. And he does play Gwent, so if you would excuse me, we're gonna spend a couple of minutes.
Gwent wouldn't be bad.
Playing another game of Gwent. And let's just keep using the Northern Realms. Maybe this guy will give me a challenge. Yeah, this hand is definitely not as good as it was in my last game. Let's go ahead and get rid of S. Ah, God. That's not a good card to draw. Alright. Got a nice and simple pass. Yeah, this is why I like a power play that has a lot of tempo on the very first turn is a very wise move. Because your opponent sees all those points and just immediately passes, gives you the first round without even a fight. And as we all know, that is a massive mistake. And he just played 3 cards out of his hand for that Menno Cohorn combo. I mean, the play is pretty strong, but if you're gonna have to play 3 cards out of your hand, that just makes it infinitely weaker. Alright, so just lay down all of the carry over here. I might even just try to win in this round, although given the number of decoys I have, probably won't be able to do it. But if he plays a couple of spies, you know, that could work. Oh god, I just got scorched. Ah man. Well, that sucks. Okay, not sure why he's playing all the decoys. Definitely not something you should be doing when you're getting bled in round 2, but maybe he just doesn't have any better options. Oh wow, that is tempo. Definitely cannot beat him at this point. But I will stall him out a little longer. Let's just decoy again. And oh damn, he waited until I played all of my decoys to play that spy. That's damn smart. Yeah, it's a lot of points. There's no real need to give up just yet though, because I do still have some points in my hand. Okay, and let's see, 7 plus 9 is 16. 16 definitely beats his score, and I have carryover, he doesn't, so yeah. This game is mine. Nice. Alright, so there's our alchemist slash priest, I suppose. And the two definitely don't mix, that's why he's kind of operating incognito. Alright. So, yeah, we'll be finding our cat school gear here, but before we do that, I think we're gonna pay this place of interest a little visit.
I love the arrow.
Because I think if you decide to actually go down there to get the cat school gear, you can't actually come back very easily, so we're gonna go grab this place of interest first. Gonna head through here. Oh, very nice. Oh, look at this. So cool. A shrine for prayer. There's actually a lot of people here. Oh my. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave those guys be.
What?
Cool.
I like rain. Keeps the rogues indoors.
Dandelions humming. Place of power. It's gotta be.
Alright, so this is the Igni place of power. Which is fine, I suppose. I do really prefer the Yurden. But hey. I think I'll just grab the Yurden one back at some point. And now we can go loot some of this cat school gear. Oh man, that sun is very bright. It's glaring almost. Okay, so down here, and can I go through here? Yes, but it doesn't really lead anywhere. Let's see. Oh god. Man, this place is elaborate. Look at this. No, I don't think I need to go that way. I think all I need to do really is just to, you know, jump off the ledge and hope I survive. Where the hell am I? Oh my god. Okay, here we go.
Deliver our
This way. Yeah, I don't think I want to leap off of that ledge. You know, I do have fall damage turned off, but I don't want to cheat. Take shortcuts, you know. Let me just check the map real quick. Yeah, I'm definitely not going the right way, but I suppose we can just come around the other side, maybe. Okay. We made it back to the the place of power. Wow, that is so not what I wanted to do. So this time I don't think I want to go back in there.
Witches have conjured rain.
Let's see. Oh, the game doesn't even let me jump off from here. Well, there you go. Maybe this way? Nope, definitely not that way. I don't want to go that way either. Can I? Oh boy, I might have to just make a leap of faith here.
Ooh. Oh, pardon me.
Okay, oh, here we go. This is definitely the place. Alright, because we are able to fall on there. I'm not sure that fall kills us normally. It does seem pretty steep and pretty high. That probably would kill us. I'm gonna make a save here. Not because anything might kill us, but because I might make a wrong jump and have to come back up here somehow. Let's see. There we go. Oh god. And down here, yeah, this is tricky. Getting this Cascool set is kind of tricky. And probably over here. And there we go. Oh yeah, look at that. And right here, we can use the Eye of Nahali. Okay, awesome. Wow, that is a very dark cave. Witcher vision on. And would you look at that? We got a golem. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, well, suppose we're just gonna have to go for it, right? So first things first, corrosive oils. Definitely something we need to use, or we should be using. I don't think it's a necessity or anything. And let's pull out our silver bolts. We got those already, and I think we're good to go. I mean, Blizzard is actually a really good potion to use against the golem. This way, it's kind of just like the Cyclops. We discovered that Blizzard is very, very effective on Cyclopses, but the same thing with golems. When they're about to do the charging attack, the Blizzard would give us a lot more time to react to it and maybe dodge out of the way. So we're gonna just consume one of these preemptively and just see how it goes. Hopefully that doesn't bring my toxicity up too high. And it does bring it up pretty high, but hey, whatever. Alright, golem. Okay, there we go. So actually, it might be pretty cool to put down a warding glyph here. And just to lay on that damage a little bit. Okay. There's our charging attack. Yeah, definitely gives us more reaction time, but... okay. Good. Does not kill us. Awesome. Okay, so while I'm waiting for it to come back to my Yurden, let's give it a couple of shots of the silver bolt. Very effective. Okay, this is actually working pretty well. I should be bringing it a bit closer to my warding glyph though, so it gets hit. Oh man. Really glad that this little fountain thing is here in the middle. Alright, come on. Give it a couple of light attacks. If I can hit him. There we go. Charge up the iris. And yeah, some decent damage, I suppose.
Damn, you're ugly.
Oh, nice. Stunned. Can I block its hits, I wonder? Oh, nope. Definitely cannot. Wow. Yeah, I don't even know why I even tried that. That was that was really dumb of me. Get out of the way. Definitely Blizzard is the way to go against these golems. Come on. Out of the way. And maybe I can finish it off now. Nope, that wasn't enough. That was close. You can just shoot a couple of bolts, I suppose. There we go. That was nice and painless, actually. I'm so glad that we figured out that Blizzard really helps against these fights where enemies have unpredictable moves. That really helps. Although with Cyclopses it's a little simpler. All I have to do is just use an Axii whenever he does the charging attack. I don't believe Axii works on golems, so we can just dodge out of the way. And in this case, this fountain in the middle cut off its path pretty nicely for us. So that golem was actually pretty good. Alright, so let's delve further into this cave here. And oh boy, look at that. We got some toxic fumes going on here. Okay, let's see. Look to the depth to be lifted up. Okay, so some kind of puzzle. Let's take a look at what this note says. Research notes. As per the instructions of our supervisor, Arrhenius var Steingard, we have conducted a series of studies on the genotypes of the creatures commonly known as drowners. Sadly, administering a poison made of fugu fish induced a coma in all the specimens in the study. After 20 hours, the vital functions of all above mentioned specimens ceased, prohibiting us from continuing with the study. Matteo Secula. Okay. Not really sure why you will be studying drowners to begin with. I mean, these guys are pretty dangerous. So we need to look to the depth, which means these statues that can be turned around, they all need to be facing the little whatever room here. And oh boy, is that a wraith?
Show me what you got.
Aw man, didn't want to be dealing with wraith, but I suppose if it's just one, it's fine. Blizzard Potion actually helps a little bit. It would have helped a bit more if I had Quinn active during that. I knew I wasn't going to be able to block that attack of his. But with Quinn, I think it's possible. Okay, so that one is done. Let's spin this one around too. It's a very intricate contraption. Look toward the depth. It is just a room for now, but it's going to be something entirely different once we finish spinning these statues. Okay, and there's just this one last one. Voila! Look at that. And there are some nice little drowners down there too. Okay, well, let's dive in. Hope for the best. There's definitely going to be something of interest down here. There it is. I'm not going to bother with the drowners. They can just scratch at me all they want. What do we have? Laboratory key. Yes. This will be required to move on. God, get me out of here. Come on, Geralt. Swim faster. And come on, get up there. No, not from here. Can't get up from there either, really? Oh, okay. Alright, nice. Yeah. Got a couple of good shots off on me though. Let's go ahead and just drink this beer. Okay, drowners. Have fun drowning in there. I mean, how do they even live down there? That place is completely sealed off and secluded. There's no food down there? Maybe they just drowned recently, so haven't had the chance to die of starvation just yet. Okay, so we got the key, which means we should be able to open up this door. Nice. And look at that. Oh wow, there's a person sitting in there. That's kind of creepy. Okay, I'm gonna save my game here, and let's see what this is all about.
No evil, only pain. No good, no evil, only pain.
Oh boy. Alright, Yurden down. Oh!
Come on,
damn it.
closer.
Mad Kian. Once you start casting that warding glyph, you can't even cancel out of it, which is weird. Alright. Man, this guy is quite fierce. And, oh my god, okay, really fierce. Yeah, I don't have a chance, I'm dead. I'm bleeding. Yeah, that's it. So, this is a... that is a Witcher fight. Kian is indeed a Witcher. I mean, he's definitely not feeling very well, seeing that his flesh is kind of burnt off. He's just a I don't know what that is. Really weird looking humanoid figure, but guess I just have to be a bit more careful in this fight. Okay, I would love to be able to drink a potion for this fight, so I am going to go ahead and consume a white honey here. Hopefully that will clear a little bit of our toxicity. Yep, that's good. And now I will be able to drink a potion. I think for this one we're just going to go with the standard swallow, because that is the most effective thing that we can consume here. Alright, save the game, and do I need to use a blade oil? Pretty sure the corrosive oil won't be that useful in this fight, so... And he's a Witcher, which means... Let's see. I wonder. I've never used one of these Argentia oils before. I wonder if this stacks on top of the silver damage that we're already doing. Well, let's find out. Save. And I'm going to put down the glyph first, because this takes the longest to set up.
Not your lucky
there we
day.
go. Ah, damn it. Okay. It's wise to not attack him more than once, because he's got that Quen shield, which is really annoying. Can I burn it? Okay. Well, probably not that effectively. Yeah, I just said it. I wasn't going to attack him more than once. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if the Argentia oil is really working. I'm pretty sure it's just if your weapon is not already doing silver damage, then it'll do silver damage. It doesn't actually double up on your silver damage. And oh my god, that is really brutal. Okay, so I chilled him. Let's throw a Northern Wind. Maybe I can freeze him. No, I didn't. But that did a lot of damage, which works out for me. Ow. Ow, what, really? Oh god, just die, please. There we go. Oh, wow. I managed to get that mutation ability to go off, and I did not perform very well in that fight, did I? That was kind of awful. Oh well, let's get rid of that bleeding. Okay, Kian, I hope you will enjoy the afterlife. And go ahead and consume another juice. Let's see what this guy was carrying on him. Laboratory notebook and most of our feline set. Nice. Okay, let's see what else is around here. Another book. Another book. Alright, so let's just read this laboratory notebook here. Find out what really happened to this Kian fellow. Day 1. Luckily the teleport deposited us directly in my laboratory. It's good to be home. I had grown sick to the gills of that leaky tub. I hope that storm I summoned smashed it into those scraggy rocks off the grassy knoll shore. What is this, like a limerick? The experiments which my students conducted on drowners in my absence did not yield the expected results. As usual, I must do everything myself. I will administer a brew of medicinal opium to the subject. This milk of the poppy will keep the Witcher in a state of half-consciousness, and thus incapable of any resistance. Commencing studies. Note, I must hold off on my planned experiments while I clear up the demolished portion of my laboratory. I have set the bones in the forearm of one of my assistants. I will now administer a quadruple dose of milk of the poppy to the Witcher. Day 4. Subject shows incredible resistance to physical torture, only broke after the second day of intense labor. Moderately satisfactory results from the interrogation. Garnered information about Witcher training and the Cat School of Witchers in general. As I suspected, the Cat School Witchers are for the most part of elven stock. This school must have some tie to the elder races. Addendum. Perhaps its founder was a member of the Ancient. Subject unfit for further study. I have discontinued his doses of poppy. Day 7. Administered extract of cowbane and hemlock in typical representatives of the human and Ancient species, such a mixture provokes paralysis of the peripheral nervous system, and eventually of the nerve endings as well. This results in muscular, skeletal, pulmonary, and cardiac paralysis, and ultimately death through suffocation. The Witcher is not, however, a typical representative of any species. Although the poison did seem to cause some mild irritation in his nervous system, his mutated body quickly managed to neutralize the harmful alkaloids. In a matter of hours, all symptoms of the poison administered have vanished. Day 15. Stinging him with a sea wasp toxin did not provoke the expected results. In order to strengthen the toxin's effect, I have poured ethyl alcohol into his wounds. His nervous system seems to be immune. Day 26. The subject has been tortured, poisoned, burned, frozen, starved, and dehydrated. And despite it all, his body continues to function. He eats and drinks by himself, moves about his cell on his own, and is able to articulate simple words. Please, drink, don't hurt, stop. Conclusion. As I suspected, the Witcher is a superb energumen. A demon trapped in such an excellent prepared body will become death incarnate, vengeful wrath made flesh, and placed at my command. No one has succeeded in creating a being of such power since the times of Malespin and Alzor. This is a great day for science. Time to begin the incantations. Yes, as we discovered, key in here was just a lab rat, and he had all kinds of experiments done on him, which is quite cruel, and I'm glad I put him out of his misery right there. When it comes down to being a Witcher, not very many people can beat Geralt. Yeah, the dude has plenty of experience just doing all kinds of things. Okay, so so that's 6 out of the 7 pieces of our cat set that we've collected. Let's go ahead and get the last one. Search the wreck of the flying stag. Alright. Some book that we read in the past told us that we can go to that place and find some Witcher school equipment, so we will go there. And you'll notice that the Witcher set has 6 pieces, even though 4 armors plus 2 weapons is only, the cat set has 7 pieces. 4 armors plus 2 weapons is only 6, and the 7th one for the feline set is actually the crossbow, which means that in order to get the set bonus for the feline set, we will only need to wear 4 pieces of the armor plus the crossbow. We don't need to actually use any of the weapons. This will give us, I suppose, an empty silver sword slot and an empty steel sword slot. So yeah, we can play around with that in the future. Invoice for a golem issued by Jehuda Lowe, purchaser Erenews var Steingard. Alright. Goods purchase, guardian golem, clay, porcelain, warranty. In the event of damage to the ceramic, please report immediately to the nearest branch of Jehuda Lowe and apprentices. The golem can only be serviced by qualified company personnel. Forget the service. It's already dead. Although it's kind of unclear exactly what it takes to kill a golem, right? Because when we kill the golem kind of just kneels down. It doesn't shatter. It doesn't get destroyed. And what the hell is that? That's a wraith. Yeah. Die. Nothing really happens to the golem when we kill it. So, yeah. Given the proper magical powers, you can definitely revive it. And it will just be as good as new. It's not like it's really a living being. It's just a huge chunk of clay in this case that's being made animate through magic. And it doesn't really get much better than that when it comes to sentries and infantry and just units used for war and anything like that, because no human lives involved in this case. So this golem here, where is it? Did it actually shatter? Huh. Or it just disappeared. Maybe the corpse just disappeared. Because I'm pretty sure that golems don't actually shatter when you kill them. They just kneel down. Alright. Well, that's fine. And this place is done. Feel the great outdoors again. Alright, very nice. So now, we can go down there, hit up those places of interest, and also grab the last piece of the feline set. But before we do that, there is another place of interest all the way over here. This is going to take me a little bit of time to swim all the way over there, so let's get it started. And we can just dive off of this cliff. Oh, awesome. Oh, look at that. Some nice drowners waiting for me down here. I don't think they mind Geralt's presence though, so let's get out of here quick. Don't want to have to deal with them. Oh man, okay, good. We got, let's see, 270 distance to cover. And oh my god, there are a lot of drowners in these waters. Stop it! I don't want to have anything to do with you. I find it quite amazing that Geralt, carrying 2 swords and wearing chainmail, can swim faster than these kind of hydrodynamic humanoids with fins and everything. These drowners, they are built to be living underwater, so they can they have fins, they have gills, they have everything you need to, and they have flippers, right? I think they have flippers on their feet. I don't know. Definitely webbed hands and webbed feet in any case. So they should be swimming pretty quickly, but Geralt, you know, definitely no regular witcher. Oh, look at that. Crane cape. This is a big piece of rock here. So, yeah, gotta be really impressed of this dude's swimming abilities. What do we have here? More drowners? Ah, more drowners. Look at that. Not worried about a couple of drowners. Shit. Okay, maybe I should be. That's a lot of them, and it's a water hag, so maybe yes, I should be slightly worried. Let's see. Is that a water or biohag? Come on. Okay, good. Now put down my Yrden, and I'm also going to throw them a. Oh god! I'm gonna throw them a dancing star bomb. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. And also give them a grape shot just for good measure. Ow. That actually hurt me. Alright, bring out my boats. Where are my explosive boats? Yeah, I'm just using resources on these things because I was kind of caught off guard by this hag, and I don't really want to die. That's a biohag, yeah. Jesus. Can I have a moment's peace here? Okay, there we go. It's just about to cast an Ard. God damn it. It's not even affected by Ard? Ah. Just when I said I didn't want to die. I thought I could push it back with an Ard and just go in for the attack, but he doesn't stagger with an Ard. Okay, let's give this another shot. I actually summoned a wolf here to help me out with this. This biohag, man. More trouble than I thought. Maybe I'm just getting complacent. I really shouldn't be. 3 drowners and a hag. This should not be this hard. Let's see. The problem is that the hags throw stuff at me from range, so I can't really focus on the drowners. But I guess if my wolf can distract... nope. Wants to go for me. Okay, that is fine. That's fine. Okay, give him an Axie. Put down a ward. Put down a Yrden. And this should be good. Alright. Stupid biohag. Ow. Okay. Give him another Axie.
Time to end this.
And there we go. Okay. Now that the biohag is dead, the rest should be pretty trivial. just a couple of drowners. Oh my god. Maybe not as trivial as I thought. Bring out the boats. Yeah, just die. And I think Lydia killed the other one, which is really cool. The inhabitants can come back now. Okay, very nice. Let's go ahead and... Oh my goodness, I am really hurt. Let's go ahead and just bandage up that wound. I will craft some more of these bandages later. And eat some meat while we're at it. Drink some water. Just living the life out here, man. Eating fried meats, drinking raspberry juice. You know. Just a day in the life of the Witcher. Okay. Let's loot some of this stuff here. And... what is this? Oh no! Lydia died. It's okay. We will have to spawn more of her the next time. Okay. Is there anything interesting here?
Greetings.
Well, there is a merchant. Does he have anything cool? I don't think so. Okay.
Farewell.
Farewell, my friend. Now we're gonna make our way to the other place of interests, and we'll also, while we're at it, grab that last piece of the cat school set. I'm gonna take the boat though, because that's gonna be a little bit faster. Okay. It's nice of whoever this is to leave me a boat to use. Let me just try something. I don't know why I can't like cast Ard while on a boat anymore. It's so strange. I don't know if that's a W3EE thing or if that's just a thing in like vanilla Witcher 3 that just, I don't know, was just patched somehow. I have no idea. But it is strange that they would patch something like that. Can I move, please? Because I think using Ard as a way to move the boat is actually really cool. I mean, seriously, are we really stuck on this piece of rock? Oh my god. So much for wanting to use a boat for my journey. Seriously. Oh god. Gotta fast travel. Once we fast travel, we can we can get out of the situation. And oh my god. Okay. To the Novigrad harbor we go. Wow. You see, that's a situation where having Ard so that we can push the boat along the water would have been really useful. And get out of that situation where we're stuck. Okay, here we go. Really wish it would stop raining. The game is just so much better when there's no rain. Okay, so at this point, let's just go over how much we still have to go through here in Novigrad and Velen. I think we're through a good at least 85 to 90% of all the content in this section of the world now. So a couple more places of interest. Maybe a few more Witcher contracts. There is, I believe, one more notice board that we can read in this entire region. And then once we finish up all the places of interest and finish up all of the side quests and Witcher contracts that these notice boards offer, we're basically done. I mean, once again, those missable side quests that you can't really find from notice boards and just from random exclamation marks on the map, those ones, at some point probably at the end of the playthrough, if I feel like it, I will come back to see if I can do them. If they are missable because you advance too far along the storyline, then I guess there's nothing really I can do there. Those will just have to be what it is. But for now, we're probably going to spend, I would say, another 4, maybe 5 more episodes here in Velen and Novigrad. and then we'll be done, basically. We'll be able to move on to the next section of the main quest, which is going to be Skellige. Kind of looking forward to that. Skellige is definitely a change of pace. Change of scenery, at least. And we need to get up there somehow. Let's see. Maybe I can use this boat as a platform to just jump up on. Guess not. Okay. Here we go. Oh my god. Come on, Geralt. Just get up. Okay. There we go. Finally. Oh, there's a nice corpse over here. Captain's log. Left Novigrad heading south to Bremervoord. All's calm. Arrived in Bremervoord. Ports full. 4 hulks, 6 cogs, 1 carrack, and nigh on dozen longships. Strange, near half the longships carry privateers in the Empire's employ. Now what's old Nilfgaard want a pirate fleet for? And why is she anchored in Bremervoord? Done loading, all passengers on board. We're leaving Bremervoord. Course set for Novigrad. Strange, a maid paid through the nose to share a cabin with the Witcher. Freaks are drawn to each other, it seems. The Witcher's a real treasure. It's not just about monsters. Even customs officers are more civil with Kian around. Oh, Kian, look at that. And they aren't as annoyingly scrupulous as usual. Seems legends surrounding our Witcher have curtailed their zeal. Pressure is falling rapidly. Winds change directions. Could use that mage now. One that followed the Witcher like a shadow, but the two of them are nowhere to be found. Cowards. Boatswain said he heard a terrible ruckus in the Witcher's cabin this morning, with bright flashes coming out from under the door. Been quiet since. Must investigate. Their cabin's empty, can't search the ship now, need to reef the sails, won't make it to port, must stay out at sea. We'll raise the sails and hope the gods watch over us from there. So the mage basically teleported himself and the Witcher to that underground place near Novigrad and perform experiments on him. So yeah, that's kind of gruesome. And the ship didn't really fare out that well either. Seeing that it crashed here, and yeah. Okay, so we got some more mage's notes and the feline crossbow. Yes, finally. Okay, let's see what we have here. Mage's notes. Kian has enlisted with the Flying Stag as a guard of sorts. A hefty sack of Novigrad crowns convinced the captain to lodge me in his cabin. All is going according to plan. I'm actually finding this expedition amusing. I'm glad I didn't contract the kidnapping out to some bulgy and armed half-wit. I'll do it more gracefully myself. He's cautious. I won't be able to put him down with a casually placed poison apple. Guess I'll have to zonk him out with a spell and whisk him away via teleport. I just hope it won't plop us down somewhere in the middle of the temple aisle instead of my quarters below it. The power pulsating from my laboratory tends to throw off a good portion of my attempts to teleport home. Very high level resistance to psionic spells. Time needed for full penetration of his nervous system, an hour at least. A few more moments and the Witcher will be ready for transport. Now I just need to wipe our tracks. Perhaps a little change in the weather. While waiting for more favorable atmospheric conditions, I looked through his things. Some very intriguing documents. A map of Estarier, crafting diagrams of elven provenance, margin note, highly interesting sketch for a one-handed crossbow, most likely used to hunt draconids or ornithosaurs. Oh god, what a weird name. Must ask about this during interrogation. Confirms my theory that the Witcher of the Cat School use elven weapons, and wait for it, Professor Sigismund Glogger's notes. It's clear the Witcher had something to do with the famous professor's disappearance. Think I might have overdone a bit with those cumulonimbi. No point in tarrying, time to evacuate. A lot of strange words in that document. Man, I am really bad at just reading long words that I haven't seen before, so I apologize. Okay, so that's all the pieces of the default cat school gear, which is really cool. I hear this thing over there. What is that, a griffin? Oh boy, I think we've already gotten that treasure before. But I suppose to end things off here, we might, maybe we haven't gotten this treasure yet. It's just grayed out, but maybe that's just because we ran into it. Okay, I don't think that's a griffin, that's a basilisk of some sort. So we're gonna be, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna be using a different oil on this guy. Let's go with, what's fun? Maybe paralysis oil will be kind of interesting. I don't know. Drain its stamina so it can't take off and fly, maybe? I think that's how paralysis worked, but who knows. Here we go. Let's fight this guy. I still don't know if that's a basilisk or a cockatrice. I can never tell the difference.
Come on.
Alright. Okay, so standard tactics. Oh, it's chilled. Maybe I can freeze it. Come on, Northern Wind. Yes, beautiful. That did so much damage too. Oh god, that freeze didn't last very long. I was gonna put down a warding glyph, but I suppose I don't have time for that now. Oh. Okay, let's see. Give it a couple of bolts maybe? Come on. Ah, yeah, nice. And it's burning. This guy is definitely very weak to Igni, so... There we go, have another one. Oh, wow, that was just lucky. Okay, maybe another boat. Really loving those explosive boats. They're so good. Come on. Oh, did I hit it? Yes, good. I thought I didn't have enough time there. Ow. Okay. Foolish of me to think that that projectile can be blocked. Oh god. How did I avoid that one? Jesus Christ. Come on. Man, just seems like I've gotten worse as a player. I'm not making the right decisions and stuff. Okay, come on. We can do this. We can do this. Maybe a couple more hits. It's a basilisk. Okay, good to know. It would have really helped if this what is it called, the warding glyph could have a wider range. That way it can be a bit more useful and do more damage, but hey, managed to do it in the end. And got some poison while we're at it, and yeah, that's definitely not very good for our toxicity. Full up on toxicity once again. Flawless amethyst. Oh, well, look at that. Now that I don't need to craft the ardent glyphs anymore, I'm losing those flawless amethysts. Okay. Let's see if a little bit of meditation will help clear this toxicity. I mean, we did change some of those toxicity settings in the options, so maybe this will help. Let's go with 2 days. 3 days. So 6. That's 1 day. Sun rising. That's 2 days. I know I can just use the clock to pass the time a bit faster, but I think that this way is a little bit cooler. And that's 3 days. Let's see if my toxicity cleared. It did not. 129%. Yeah, I have no idea what that's all about. Not even changing the options helped with that, so it's definitely glitchy. And yeah, I can't be bothered to fix it, so whatever. We already know that a guaranteed way to lose toxicity levels is by fast traveling between regions. So if I go to Skellige and then come back, I would have lost most of it. Okay, so there's one last place of interest here. I think we'll just hit this up, and we'll end things off here. We got a smuggler's cache. Hopefully no drowners to annoy me here. Yeah, nice. Nothing in the surrounding. Loot in peace. Alright, so we just got some like crowns and some crafting materials. Okay, that's nice. Actually, I'm just gonna go back to my boat so I can fast travel from there and just go wherever we need to go next. So yeah, at this point I think we're gonna end things off here. As I said before, like 4 or maybe 5 more episodes here in Velen, and then we can move on. And yeah, I haven't really decided what I'm going to do next time yet, but I will for sure have decided when we come back next time. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.